got one that can see.
Logic before authority. Hi guys, this is Daniel Alexander Cannon here on Logic Before Authority. I'm gonna take you back here and talk to you about Daniel's Ark Garden. It's a new project that I'm doing, and it's gonna be a new YouTube channel where I'm gonna record the building and growing of Daniel's Ark Garden. And I'll explain what all that means here in just a moment. We got my old, well, not old, it was brand new, air mattress. Yeah, something went wrong. What went wrong was when I was getting up in the morning and putting my shorts on, I carry a knife, well, here it is right here, in my pocket all the time. And somehow when I got up and put my shorts on, you see that little hook right there on the side? It somehow hooked on it and opened the knife, and it fell and stabbed the bed. And of course, that was the end of it. I tried to patch it, but about an hour into trying to go to sleep, we were about halfway down on the floor. It was going flat. We had to go get on the couch and had to get another one. But yeah, so there's my first air mattress. And anybody got any ideas as to what to do with that thing? Because I couldn't patch it. The material's like fuzzy on it, and if you try to patch it, it's not a solid. You can't. It won't stick right to it. It's not like it's smooth rubber, you know. So there's an air pump in it, you know, a built-in air pump in it, and I'm wondering if I could use that for something. Anybody got any ideas of, one, how to patch it, or two, what to do with it instead of just throwing it away? So there's that. Now let's talk about the Ark Garden that I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And I'm following the knowledge that I've been given by Father, and the knowledge that I've gained about a point of creation. And I'm going to design the garden based on that. And there's going to be, well, let me just describe. There's going to be 2 poles in it that are going to be wrapped in copper wire. There's going to be a pole on this end down here, and there's going to be a pole down yonder. And they're going to be wrapped in copper wire to create a Tesla coil. Now, this is knowledge from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, I'm going to use it for good, this knowledge. So I don't want to hear anybody out there saying, oh, he's creating a caduceus and all this kind of stuff. It's knowledge, and the choice of what to do with that knowledge is the important part. And I'm going to create basically kind of like an image of the ark, okay, out here. So there's going to be a pole here, somewhere around right in here, and I'm going to have an ark that's going to run like a metal ark that's going to be arced over like this, that's going to run down through here, and that's going to be the archway, okay, into the point of creation in the middle of the garden that I'm going to create. Therefore, that's why it's an Ark Garden. It's a point of creation of Ark Garden. But the first pole is going to be back here, probably somewhere about where this pile of old burnt everything is, and that I got to clean up. And the other pole is going to be down yonder, about where you see that little low dip at, just on this side of that low dip. That low dip is the property line. Not this first tree, but that second one is about the property line. And so on this side of that, it's going to be the second pole, which is going to be about, depending on what I can find material-wise, I'm going to bury the pole. It's going to be a metal pole that's going to be buried into the ground, and it's going to have copper wire wound around it. And I'm going to drill a hole through the bottom end and stick the copper wire through the bottom end and leave the copper wire sticking out a couple of foot. And then I'm going to drive that wire down into the ground, into the water source, because that's very important. It's going to get into the water because the water table here is pretty high, so you don't have to dig far before you start having water starting to pool up. So then the pole is going to stick up in the air about, well, again, depending on how long of a pole I can get, but let's say probably about 15 feet. And then the wire is going to wind all the way around the pole, all the way to the top, just like what we know as a Tesla coil. And then it's going to stick out and stick straight up in the air like a lightning rod. Yeah, like a lightning rod. There's going to be one down there and one down here. And there's going to be an archway that comes down through here, where I'll be able to walk under it, and there'll be like grapes growing on it, some different types of grapes coming down to somewheres in here. And then somewheres around right in here, there's going to be a greenhouse, hopefully about a 20-foot long greenhouse, about 10 foot wide at least, about 20 foot long, by about 7 foot tall. And it's going to be an arch as well, okay? So there's going to be an arch running this way, an arch running back the other way with the grapes on it, and there's going to be a pole down there, and there's going to be a pole down behind me here, okay? And in the middle of the two poles, which is about where, well, let's see, I'm about in the middle right here. So you can look back that way. And over here, right where that tree is right there, is about the next, is the property line approximately. So, and I'm going to clean up this stuff right out in here. I'm going to back that brush back. So, okay. And so about right in here is going to be the center of the garden, the midst of the garden. Somewhere around in here. This is a peach tree, so I'm not going to get rid of it. It's going to stay. It will be producing me some peaches next year. So it's going to stay, and I don't like the way the people pruned it so far, but it is what it is. But right around in here is going to be the midst of the garden, the center of the garden. What it will do is the pole down there and the pole down here will create two toroidal fields, one over here and one over here, of course. Two toroidal fields, and in the middle of the toroidal fields where the energy lines cross, it will create a Vesica Pisces, and that will be the center of the garden. It will be the midst of the garden, kind of like where the tree of knowledge is at in the garden, okay? So it's going to be right around in here. And that's the basis of the basic footprint. I'm thinking possibly about fencing it in, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to afford to do all that. And that brings me to the next thing, is that I'm asking for y'all guys' assistance in being able to do this garden, as well as, it'll benefit me being able to keep the lights on. I don't have a lot of expenses at all here at this new place. So that's a miracle in itself. But, so I'm not that concerned about that, but I want to do this garden, and I want to show people how to grow an Ark garden, okay? And I'm asking for y'all guys' help to do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of links down below in this video so that you can help me if you would like. One of them is going to be a link to Amazon to some of the things that I need in order to be able to pull off this Ark Garden. Okay? And like I say, it's going to be a new channel, so you're going to get to see all of it, including like if I go to the store to get things, it's all going to be recorded and uploaded. This is my little shed, as you can see. And that's just stuff that was left behind in here, just some junk and stuff. I've cleaned it out somewhat. And so it's still very usable. It's getting a little wet back up in yonder, so I got to somehow fix that. But yeah, so this is going to be basically the garden house. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some kind of siding on here to protect this place, because if it stays like this, it ain't gonna last very long. But it's pretty neat. I got a little area here where I can maybe do some work and stuff, or maybe do some cooking or something outside, or preparing of the gardens and stuff, where I can pot things if I want some things in some pots and various different things. So I got a lot of opportunity here and a lot of potential. I've just got to do some work, and I don't mind doing that. But I'm going to grow this food, because the way I'm going to grow it is it's going to produce an extraordinary amount of food. Everything's going to grow bigger and better and produce more. You just watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's coming. But I need to start preparing now and getting the land, start getting it ready for the coming spring, because spring comes early here in the South. And it's about 60 some degrees out here today. It's not real warm, but it ain't cold either. I'm out here in shorts, as you can see. So, but what I'm going to do with all the produce and everything is that, one, I'm going to be basically giving it away, okay? Going to be giving it away to local families here that are poor. And I'm aware of a few areas here where there's families that are poor and they need some help. So I'm going to grow organic. I'm not going to use any chemicals or anything like that. I'm going to it's going to be completely organic, and all heirloom seeds and vegetables and flowers, because I am going to grow flowers as well, and fruits. Like in the greenhouse, I'm going to try at least to grow some miniature banana, not GMO miniature kind, but ones that have been grafted onto another plant that will not grow real tall, so that way I can keep it in the greenhouse and see if I can produce some bananas and a bunch of other things, blueberries and all kind of things are going to be out here. This whole land is going to be the Ark Garden. This whole area here, which is about a half an acre, I guess, maybe a little over a half an acre, is what we got here to work with. And I want to completely manifest this into a beautiful orchard and garden. And I need y'all guys' help to do it. And then I'm going to take care of a lot of people. And if any of y'all guys out there would like a box of the fruit or vegetables and stuff, I'm going to be offering to ship some of that stuff out to y'all guys too. The shipping cost itself, of course, I'm not going to charge anything for the produce and stuff, but just the shipping cost itself will make it not free, but it'll be reasonable, but you'll be getting organic fruits and vegetables, okay, completely organic, grown in a Ark Garden. So the links are going to be down below. Also, I wanted to mention to you, I'm going to put a couple of Shannon's links. She's the co-host on the Supernatural show that I do. And I'm going to put her links down there because she's struggling she's struggling with a number of things, but the main one that we can help out with right now is prayers, okay, for her. And also, try to send her a little bit of what you send me, okay? Just take the crumb that you're going to send me and break off a little teeny piece and send it to her, because she's been dedicated to assisting me with the Supernatural show. And if you've watched it, you know that it's about Ark stuff and God and the supernatural, things that are of the realm beyond the veil, okay? So you know the kind of work I'm doing there and going to continue to do. And it's growing fast, but it's not big enough yet to generate the kind of funds that it takes, that I don't have to come back to y'all guys and ask for your assistance on a few things. Now, I think within a year, that's going to be completely changed, and it'll be producing its own income along with the website. But right now, the website costs me money, and to keep it up, and it takes a lot of my time, and all those good reasons and excuses and everything. So, but yeah, don't forget Shannon. I'm going to put her links below. But yeah, I'm asking for you to help me with my Ark Garden. So when you send in a donation or something, put in the donation. There's normally a place where you can put a little note. Mention the Ark Garden, okay? So that way I'll know that it's coming in reference to that. All right? And then for Shannon, just send hers to her. I don't need to know nothing about it. It ain't none of my business. It's between you and God, okay? That's why I don't never... Let me explain this too. I don't never come out and say this person donated this or this person donated that, because it takes away their blessing. Charity is supposed to be done between you and God. Only you and God know. You don't need recognition or want recognition from man, okay? Only like the Pharisees and stuff would want recognition, or I say people who do charity, like for instance, Oprah and The Rock, right? They were on there doing a charity video, raising money for Maui, right? Which they'll never see that money, but they want everybody to know that they're doing charity, right? It's fake charity. It's bull. And they're not even giving their own money. They're both filthy rich and asking people to donate money to go to the people of Maui. I mean, how disgusting is that? Absolutely disgusting. So anyways, I don't mention people's names. I do. A lot of times I will send a note back to a person, or, some of the apps you use, you can do a little heart or thank you or things like that. But when it comes to publicly saying anything, I'm not going to do that, because it will take away their blessing or your blessing, okay? That's why I don't mention it. That's why I've never done it. Because, yeah, I could manipulate people by trying to get them to donate just to have their name or something shown on my shows. That's not right. And I don't do it and never will. So, there now, you understand that too. And it's written in the Bible about that. Go look it up. Let's see, what else? I guess that's kind of it. And yeah, I would greatly... Oh, here's a little shovel. I didn't realize this was sitting here. I need one. I don't have a shovel. And this one's not too great, but it'll do something. Because let me show you why I need a shovel. Well, I need it for the garden. But see these right here? That right there, I think that's spider lilies. And if it is, which I done pulled a couple up and they got a bulb on them, so they're definitely I think they're a lily, but I think there might be spider lilies, and if they are, they're beautiful. Any kind of lily is beautiful. But there's these here, and there's some more just randomly growing. The grass is, it's kind of, I don't have a lawnmower yet, so here's some more right here, see? And then there's these things right here, and I'm not sure what these are, but I bet one of you do know what it is. What are those? And when I first got here, I accidentally stepped on that one. But it still seems like it's growing, kind of. But what are those? Those are growing right here. And I know those are flowers, obviously. And then more of the lilies here, at least what I think is lilies. If they're not lilies, let me know. But yeah, they're kind of all around. And there's some more over here. And I want to relocate them. That's why I need some garden tools and stuff. See, there's some more. There's some more here. And I can't come out here with the lawnmower yet and cut this, because then I'm going to lose where my flower bulbs are at and be cutting them down. See? They're all over the place, and I want to dig them up and get them into Ark Garden and around my little house here. Here soon I'm going to do another little tour in the house, because we've made some headway in getting things. Elaine helped me get a refrigerator and a washer and dryer and a microwave. And I managed to get also a stove off of Craigslist. It's a nice stove, really nice stove. New, it costs over $2,000. It's a slide-in stainless steel stove. So it's nice and glass top and everything, but the oven don't work. And the digital meter on the front don't read out. So I've got to replace that part. And then maybe I'll have myself a nice oven and stove. It's got convection oven in it and everything. It's nice. I just got to get a little work on it, which I don't mind. Don't mind at all. So I got some more little things going on here. You have to kind of look around to see what's where. Got a little rose bush right over there. I got a couple of things growing out here, I think, too, that I want. Not sure what they are. Let's see, where were they? Well, that's kind of interesting looking there, but I'm not sure what that is. Then I thought I'd seen, right over here. Oh yeah, right here. Look at this. Look at all these. A whole bed of them. Lilies, I think. A whole bed. Just tons of them right here. So I'm going to relocate these puppies over into the Ark Garden. Well, around it and so on. I can't wait to get it all done. It's going to be so awesome and beautiful, and I can't wait to share it with y'all guys. And there's an old clothesline there that I'm going to relocate that. It's still solid enough. I think I can relocate it and use it in another spot, because right there is not going to be working, because there's going to be garden right there. And still got clean up and things to do out here. Isn't it just a pretty awesome little spot though? Got this old deck here. They stacked all this fiberwood on here, and it ain't nothing but turned to mush. Left it out here in the rain. All this is probably no good. But these boards down here, those might be still good. At least most of it. I found these right here in the woods. See these two big boards here? I found those in the woods, believe it or not, and they're solid. So I'm going to use them somehow, some way. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to use those. I had another shovel that I'd found in the woods. There it is right there, but the handle broke off on it. You can see it's just all old and rusted. This one I don't know how much pressure this one can take, but I'm going to put it to work. I'm surprised I didn't realize it was there. It's the only shovel I got right now, so, but it'll work. Need to get on top of the house, but I don't have a ladder. But I got a house. How about that? But I got to get up there and clean it off. I don't know why those boards are up there, but all those leaves are bad for the roof. It'll cause it to rot and start leaking and all kind of things. So I got to get up there and get it off. I got to pressure wash. This old house has got vinyl siding on. This house is over like 100 years old, but it's pretty good. It's hanging in there. The porch, not so much, but the house itself is doing good. Yeah, we're just out in the country, in between one small town and one tiny town. We're in between out here. That's where that traffic noise comes from, is the main road going through. Back in that direction is the direction that I heard those howls come from that night. I mean, it went on real loud 3 times one night. That's back in the woods. There ain't nothing but woods. There's 2 more houses back down the end of this dirt road right here. There's 2 houses down there, and that's it. And there's just woods for miles and miles and miles, and then a river. No, excuse me. And then one road, and then miles and miles of woods again, is swamp, and then the Walkamaw River is in that direction. It comes out of North Carolina and comes down through Horry County, through a little bit of Georgetown County, and then I got cut off mid-sentence there because my files were full. So, but anyways, sorry about that, but cleared up a couple files and I can record again for a couple minutes, but I reckon this video is getting about long enough anyways. But yeah, I'm excited to get going here. Love the spring, and it's coming, and I want to get the Ark Garden going and show what can be done with the knowledge that Father is giving me. And we're going to have a lot of fun growing this, and like I said, I would love to ship some of the produce that comes out of this garden out to y'all guys. Maybe I could put something up on the website where y'all guys could, like on the marketplace, the people's marketplace. Yeah, there we go. I could set it up there with a form where y'all guys could request, and I could have the different stuff that I have available, and I could ship it out to you. There'd be a little bit of shipping costs, but the fruit and vegetables would be free. And I could package it up and ship it to y'all guys, because you'd be surprised how much I'm going to be able to grow here, because I'm going to employ the Ark Garden, the knowledge of the garden that Father has given me. I'm going to employ it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go do right now, is set up that form, and y'all guys can sign up. I don't know everything at this point that I'm going to be able to grow, and what I will have in a super abundance of. Of course, there's some things we know that you always have an abundance of, like tomatoes and stuff like that. I'm going to try to grow some awesome tomatoes, all kinds of different varieties, rare ones from other places in our world, and a lot of other things. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to use the marketplace to distribute the stuff that comes out of here to y'all guys who would like to have some of it, especially y'all guys that contribute. I would definitely love to ship y'all guys some, and then also help out some of the really poor families here standing here and just looked over at the store next door over here and happened to see that sitting there. And a Humvee. I've seen in the last week or 2 weeks, two lines of military vehicles coming through, the convoys. 2 convoys come through here. And I don't know what's going on. I guess I won't get into too many theories at the moment, but things I know that are going on ain't exactly great. Anyways, that's for a different video, right? Alright, so I'll put the links down there, guys, and I'm going to be, as every step of this process of building the Ark Garden, I'm going to be bringing y'all guys along, okay? I'll make sure you know of the channel. It'll be on the website, and maybe I might even need to build a page on the website. Yep, I do. Daniel's Ark Garden. Okay, there you go. I love you guys. Our Father in heaven loves you. And I'll talk to you again real soon. Until next time.
I've got one that can see.
Logic before authority.